over 40 countries, and these are not just developed countries. Our neighbors, Mauritius, Bangladesh, Bhutan, have all come forward to offer assistance. Prime Minister has personally given his direction and guidance on many of the areas that we are dealing with. The group of ministers has been involved integrally in the process. Our own Minister, External Affairs Minister, has personally been involved in overseeing the process in our ministry. You saw that last evening or late last night, he had a video conference with all of our heads of missions all over the world with the objective of not only briefing them, but also directing them on what they need to do in terms of the highest priorities attached to our domestic considerations with regard to meeting the requirements of our health system today. We have, as I mentioned, prioritized certain areas. I think oxygen, liquid oxygen is one of the areas that has been a priority. We've also seen the requirement for anything that produces, equipment that produces oxygen, oxygen generators, oxygen concentrators, oxygen producing equipment, cryogenic tankers, transportation equipment for oxygen. We've also needed some urgent pharmaceutical products like remdesivir and tocilizumab, which is also a drug that is quite urgently required. Although we produce remdesivir, but given the requirements, obviously the production has not been adequate to meet the immediate shortfall. So in all of this, I think we did call upon our missions, in particular the ones that were really in countries that had the capacity to meet our priority items. This has been, as I said, it's been a very high priority. The Ministry of External Affairs has attached the greatest importance to this effort. As you're aware, we had OSD, Secretary Dammu Ravi, who's been dealing with the COVID issues. But we've also deployed a number of our younger officers to work with him so that we have quick responses. We are also expecting tomorrow and over the next couple of days, 3 flights, special flights from the United States. You would have seen that President Biden spoke to Prime Minister. He offered extensive assistance. You would have seen the details of that assistance also from the United States. And of course, that assistance also went into areas like raw materials for our vaccine industry, etc. But the US is going to provide, at an initial basis, at least 3 of these aircraft coming in with much needed oxygen equipment and concentrators, other areas that we need assistance. We will also have, we have a special cargo flight that is arriving tonight, I believe, from UAE, again with ventilators and carrying favipiravir medicines. Just going back quickly to the US, I talked about the 3 flights that are coming in. The first one, which is tomorrow, 2 flights tomorrow, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. And on the 3rd of May, we will have a 3rd flight. They will carry with them very large number of, as I mentioned to you, oxygen generating equipment. There will also be 2,000 oxygen concentrators, 500 oxygen cylinders, and I would say that capacity to provide 28 million liters of oxygen. So again, very much needed help both in terms of cylinders, in terms of actual oxygen, but also most importantly, oxygen generating equipment that is very much needed. We also have a flight from Ireland coming in with 700 concentrators. France has also been very active. I think their flight will also be coming in on Saturday. As I said, over 40 countries, and these are not just developed countries. Our neighbors, Mauritius, Bangladesh, Bhutan, have all come forward to offer assistance in whichever capacity is possible.